let me just summarize this activity. As we can see, it's quite in-depth with taking a reading passage, having the students write their own questions to these, and then answering each other's questions. It does save a bit of time and work on the teacher's part because the students are doing some of this work. It helps them to start thinking about how test designers write the questions and how they're making sure that the questions are and the answers are reasonable. One recommendation that I would make is when different students are trying to answer these different questions, writing these different questions, that can be a bit confusing or a bit challenging for them. And so under the feedback, or sorry, the caveats and the options in New Ways of Classroom Assessment, it talked about teachers focusing on specific types of questions after they've done this activity several times. I disagree with that. What I would recommend is just do one question type for the students to write. So all the students are writing multiple choice questions on the passage. The next time, probably with a different passage, have all of the students do a fill in the gap, and then the third time the true false not given, and the fourth time the matching. This way students are not getting confused by these different types of questions, and once they've had experience of writing each type of question, then the fifth or the sixth time of doing this in the course of a semester, then I would have the flashcards, or as was mentioned, the index cards where they're mixed up, and then there's a variety of different question types. But to do that right off the start, as is suggested with this type of assessment, I think that's too confusing for the students. This activity I find extremely helpful, and I definitely will be using these types of test preparation styles in my classes in the future because, as we know, at whatever level we're doing, whether it's a high stakes, a low stakes, or an informal assessment, students need to be answering reading comprehension questions, and this is one good way of focusing in that area of getting them more motivated and involved to understand anticipate what are some questions that they might be asked and how to go about answering those types of questions. Thank you.